Hey everybody, how's it going? The Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back for more Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. This time we're going into the Cinnabar Gym. A lot of trainers here that you actually have to fight this time, unlike all the other times where I've just kind of passed up the little trainers on my way to the gym leader. So we've got a lot of guys to take care of, and as this is one of my, final-ish kind of Pokemon videos, there really aren't many left. There's probably only gonna be 3, maybe 4 more left after this one. So I've been giving out some shout-outs and answering some questions just because, it's kind of fun. This was my first really major LP, and it's coming to a close, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, it's quite an accomplishment, and I'm so great that I've gotten all of these subscribers and all these viewers, and thank you so much to anyone that's new that just started watching me. I hope you enjoy it. I try to make the commentary as interesting as possible. I'm sorry there's no sound. The sound gets all messed up for some reason because I record it through the emulator, so there is no sound for these final parts. So I'm going to try to get sound maybe in the last part or so, but my apologies for that. It just, I don't know, record through Visual Boy Advance. I don't know. I haven't heard of anyone else having that problems, but literally, as soon as I turn it into an AVI file, it starts to just go out of sync. I haven't even touched it. I haven't even edited any of it yet, so I don't know what to tell you. But anyhow, so continuing along with giving a couple shout-outs, a couple guys I really wanted to give a shout-out to were, first was Liam For The Win Myers. That's Liam, FTWMYERS. This guy is awesome. He made me an awesome new background for my channel because I hit 15,000 views, total views, which is super awesome. Thank you guys for that too. I really appreciate all the views, all the love I get. So big shout out to him. He really deserves it. He does great work. He's also doing Minecraft adventure kind of videos. He did a really awesome Halloween themed video not too long ago, and he comes out with them, fairly regularly. I would say weekly at least. Really awesome guy. You can find him in my other channels box on my channel. Give him a watch if you're interested. The other guy I want to talk about is Pink Fluffy Chainsaw. Now, this guy I discovered through some of the other people that I had been watching. And right now he's playing Final Fantasy IV Blind, which is, my god, that's hard. The only 2 Final Fantasies I've ever beaten are 7 and 10, and I did those both with the strategy guides. So to play a Final Fantasy blind, completely blind, that's tough, especially a Super NES era Final Fantasy. But he's also playing Spyro 3, which is cool, because you don't see a lot of people play PlayStation 1 games on the internet, and I really like that because it takes me back to that day. And I actually got on the PlayStation 1 bandwagon really late start. I saw a lot of my friends were playing Final Fantasy VII, and I started playing that at a friend's house, and it really got me into it. And at the same time, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was coming out, so for those 2 reasons, I got a PlayStation. And it was towards the end. It was probably 1999 by the time I actually got a PlayStation, so I really didn't get a whole lot of use out of that before the PlayStation 2 came out, which of course I eventually got. And that was my first adventure away from Nintendo consoles, my leaving the nest, if you will, in video game terms. So he's really awesome. Check him out. I really like his work. Really enjoyable to watch. And let's see, a few Pokemon episodes ago, I asked you guys to send me some questions on stuff that you wanted me to answer, and Turnips Bro Radish, he wanted me to talk a little bit about Japan. So in my last video, I talked about Japan a bit, and Mr. B-Dude, who I've been talking with quite a bit on YouTube, awesome guy. He's got some great work with playing Final Fantasy VI and Terranigma right now. I gave him a shout out last time, but check him out. Really awesome guy. Very, very entertaining, very charismatic in the way that he does his commentary. And he asked me some questions, some of them more appropriate and more funny than others, but I'm going to go through those right now. So first he asks, what LP are you looking forward to doing in the future? And, well, I've got some ideas for what I'm going to do after this. Obviously, as I said, it's kind of coming to a close. So I've been thinking stuff of what to do. I guess I'm going to make a critical decision when it comes down to it, and we'll figure it out. Also, I'm going to be taking a break during the holiday season. I'll probably be out for almost 2 weeks. I've got to go do some stuff. Well, I don't have to go do some stuff. I'm going on vacation. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, I went on vacation at the end of August. So, vacation's a good break, especially when you try to put out videos every day, because I don't think you'll see any new videos from me during that time. But I'm looking forward especially to doing Skyrim. That's coming out. I'm recording this on November 4th. So that's coming out in exactly a week, and I'm really looking forward to playing that, and I'm really, really hoping that I'm able to get all of my, my crappy, I'm not willing to admit crappy software that I use to create these videos, hoping that it works really well so that I'm able to play that for you guys. I probably won't play it right from the get-go, as I've said. I probably said that like 5 times already, but I'm going to play a little bit, get used to the feel of it. If it's a lot like Oblivion, then I'll even start playing it for you guys even sooner. So we'll see, and I've got to figure out what I want to do with it because it's such an open-ended game. It's so it's not linear whatsoever. If you've ever played the Elder Scrolls series, so I'm gonna go with Oblivion, or not. I'm gonna go with Skyrim as one that I really want to play. Let's see. Next, he asked, who do I enjoy watching the most in all of YouTube? And that's tough because that's choosing sides pretty much right there with that question. But I'm gonna have to go with Nintendo Capri Sun. He got me started with Alpine. He was really nice to me, and he answered back a lot of messages that I had. I watched his videos on starting up Alpine, and he's messaged me a few times. He even gave me a shout out kind of in one of his Mario 64 videos, even before I started doing Alpine, which was really funny. So I really appreciate that, and I like his videos. He's really funny, and I found I had first discovered him through his Jealous Guy channel, and he was, that was just him vlogging, and he was so willing just to put everything out there, everything about his personal life out there for people on YouTube to see, which can be a really not good idea if you ask me, because there's a lot of people that will just criticize you and give you such a hard time, and I'm sure he's gotten a lot of that, but I have so much respect for anyone that's willing to go on YouTube and really let it all out there, let all of the personal life out there for everyone to see, and for that really gained a lot of respect. I gained a lot of respect for him in that sense, and he's really great at video games. I mean, he's an older guy, and he's played a lot of these games. Like, he knows them so well in his head. When I go back and play like the Super Nintendo and NES games, like, sometimes I can only vaguely remember them, but he has so many great stories that go along with him, which is definitely an awesome reason to watch him. So let's see, what was the, and then third says, do I watch my own videos? And the answer to that is kind of. I go back and watch them, and when I'm editing, I'll watch a good chunk of them sometimes, depending on how long the video is. If it's like, I'll watch like the first few minutes and the last few minutes of it, just to make sure that it came out looking alright, because I like to get everything done the first try. So that's probably when I watch my videos most. I don't watch it on YouTube. I don't like giving my videos views that are just like me clicking on it and then boom, it instantly gives it a view. Like, I like all the views to be from other people that hopefully actually watch the entire thing. But I can understand if you just watch a smidget or you don't watch every video I put out, because it's kind of crazy to assume that people watch every video I put out. You watch what you want when you want, and you watch what you like. That's what it comes down to. So yeah, yes and no, I watch my own videos. And then I mentioned on there, I would love to answer some personal questions. I don't mind it. So B-Dude, of course, being the great guy that he is, spared no expense with the personal questions. And the first thing he asked me was what my ideal woman was physically. And I'm totally gonna cop out here, and I'm gonna say my girlfriend. Oh yeah, you know it. You knew I was. She's amazing. She's awesome. I love her so much. So that is definitely my answer there, and that's all I'm going to get into with that. And then the other one was even better. And that was how often do I masturbate, and for how long? And well, let's see. For the how long part, I think I would put that in terms of Oregon Trail. If I consider my pace in Oregon Trail to be grueling, I suppose I go on for a grueling amount, and of course, I masturbate constantly. We can't forget that. So now you know. Then there you go, B-Dude. I don't know. That's great personal questions. Thanks a lot, B-Dude, for asking some questions, though. That was fun. It was just cool to see that and get some stuff out there. Maybe I'll do talking more about Japan later on, because I love talking about Japan and going there, the experiences I had there. I realized looking back at the last video, speaking of me watching my own videos, that, oh man, guillotine hit! Yes! 1-hit KO! Woo! I'm actually looking at the video for once. Oh, and then I've got to say, Blaine, You've just been caged. Oh yeah! Alright, man, so we took him out. But, oh gosh, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, looking back at my last video, I realized that I talked a lot about bars and going out drinking in Japan, and I'm like, I don't think many of my audience is even of age to be drinking. But, I don't know, that's just kind of what it turned into. It just turned into to a lot of going out every night and drinking. But Tokyo is seriously, like, a really drunk city. You might see that portrayed in, like, anime and movies. You always see, like, the classic, like, two businessmen, they've got a guy, like, and he's got, like, his arms over their shoulders, and he can barely walk, and I thought that was just kind of like some sort of cliche, something that didn't happen. And then it turns out that the very first day that we were there in Shibuya, these guys just came stumbling out of this like dark alleyway. You couldn't even see them, and they were just like holding up each other. This guy just falls down to his legs. I think he probably threw up on the sidewalk. And then they had to get a third person to come and carry him. And they're literally carrying this guy up over their heads. And trying to drag him off to like the nearest train station to get him home. I felt so bad for him. It was so ridiculous to see. But so here's the part in the game that they don't have in the original Red and Blue, where you can choose to go to this island and do the side quest. Like I said, I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm not familiar with it. I know there are some Pokemon that I can only get from going there, but I'm so close to the end, and I'm going to play this game in the way that I would play the Red or Blue version that originally came out. But I'm all out of time. Next time, I'm going to Viridian City, and we're taking on the last gem. So thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been the Johnny Cage. Subscribe, like, comment if you have not, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.